Mr. Chairman, I would just like to, with the indulgence of the chair and the members, I also take exception to what the Commodore has labeled me as being makapili. In my testimony the first time, I said I am not pro-China, I am pro-Philippines. But I'm not makapili. He labeled several people as being makapili. And ako po'y apo ng isang guerrilla. So I took offense on that and I stopped following him. Ang nangyayari ho kasi reverse ngayon eh. Pag ang tao nasa gobyerno, nililabel ka as being makapili, just like that. And you know the reason, Mr. Chairman, why he called me makapili? I had an interview with a Chinese journalist. That doesn't make me makapili. That doesn't make anyone makapili. So, wag sana po natin dadalhin yung usapan sa kune-question yung katauhan ng tao. That's why I never followed him. I used to follow him. I used to question him. But after labeling me as makapili, na hindi po, alam ng karamihan ng kaibigan ko, nag-decide na sana ako sa ibang bansa, pero umuwi ako. Pero for a man in uniform to call me makapili, that's insulting. Yun lang, sir.
Any statement, Commodore?
Yes, sir.
The Global Times is the known propagandist of the Chinese government. If you're going to look at those personalities na in-interview ng Global Times, you're going to doubt what is the objective, why such personalities are being interviewed. If you're going to look at the posts of those people who were interviewed and who gave comments about our fight in the West Philippine Sea, I think that's where I'm getting that kind of assertion. Again, this is just an opinion, but those opinion is guarded on what I have seen so far in their social media posting about how they reacted on our responses in the West Philippine Sea, about how they downplayed the level of aggression that the armed forces of the Philippines and the Philippine Coast Guard is experiencing in the West Philippine Sea, not to mention the abuses of the Chinese Coast Guard against the Filipino fishermen in Bajo de Masinloc. I am not labeling anybody as makapili unless you're going to support and toe the line for our fight in the West Philippine Sea. Ang laban po natin sa West Philippine Sea requires amplification of truth and factual narrative. Let us not distort the messaging of the Philippine government. Ang laban po ng West Philippine Sea, hindi lamang po ito laban ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Laban po nating lahat ito bilang Pilipino.
I agree with you, but that doesn't give you the right to label people unless you have concrete pieces of evidence. When you label people wrongly, they are committing a crime. Would you agree with that, Commodore?
Yes, sir. I definitely agree. And that's why I'm looking into my social media whether I clearly identified Miss Maluti Kia as a makipili.
Sir, you tagged me. That's why I stopped following you. And that was, sir, Mr. Chairman, that is one interview. I received invites for interviews, whether political, whether campaigns, and that is one. How can you label me without knowing me first? That's my point. Being makapili in your time and the time, it's something that we hold dear. We do not want to be labeled makapili. But he readily labeled me with one interview. That doesn't define me. That doesn't define my belief in the Philippines and on South China Sea. At Commodore, ang laban ho sa South China Sea, nagsimula pa yan nung unang-una pa.
Mr. Chairman,
hindi
point
lang
of
ngayon.
order, Mr. Chairman.
Sandali.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Kaya nga po, nagkakaroon ng hearing na ganito dahil nagiging problema na natin yung fake news Otherwise, this issue would not reach Congress. Ako nga, to tell you frankly, yung mga anak ko ang nagsabi sa akin, smile at nakipagkamayan lang ako kay Honorable Franz Castro. Nililabel na ako na friendly with the left. O nag-high five. Anak ko ang nagsabi, no? Dahil hindi ako nagbabasa ng ganyan sayang lang yung oras. Kasi I need to discern whether the news presented there are true or not. And that would need time for me to discern or to find out, to validate whether it's true or not. So, never mind. It's just a waste of time. Yun ang aking paningin dyan. That's why I'm not affected kung ano man ang sinasabi. Kaya nangingiti na lang ako pag naiinis si Honorable Marcoleta pag sinasabi na traitor siya. Anyway, Honorable...
Chairman, just I will not anymore raise a point of order, but this is just a reminder to all the members, to all the resource persons. In the hearing, any hearing, we do not allow that exchanges of Mr. Chairman, exchanges of accusation against from one resource person to another. We have a different venue for that. And with due respect to Ma'am Malu, Ma'am, sorry po kasi ganito yung rules natin, no? It's between the good Commodore and of course the issue raised by Congressman Marcoleta. Now, we should not attack resource person to that question and attack statements coming from the resource person mismo. Thank you po, Mr. Chairman. Thank you po.
Those who attended, just like before, last meeting, we have Miss Maria Lourdes Tiquia. Would you like to be the first, ma'am, to, would you like to say anything? No?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I think I've said enough during our first hearing. I'd be more than willing to sit in a technical working group to craft possible code of ethics. Ang magiging problema lamang po niyan is yung policing the rank may be a very hard thing to come by simply because the World Wide Web is so big. There was an exchange a while ago about MTRCB and KBP. First point is the Internet of Things is different from your TV, radio, and print. That's why it cannot be a rating body like MTRCB or a self-policing body like KBP. It cannot be part of broadcast because of the nature of Internet of Things. What can be done is probably a resolution embodying code of conduct for content creators. The technology you cannot regulate because it is something out there. And the fact that the offices are in another country, the servers are in another country, but the point raised by Attorney Gonzales on the Internet Transaction Act and the VAT on digital platforms are worth considering and reviewing in crafting a code of conduct. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, we go to Mr. Del Rosario.
Good morning po, Chair. Siguro po ang share ko lang po is, kasi ang nakikita kong problem po, kanina na-mention ko kay Congressman Barbers, yung communication kasi, ang fake news kasi nagmumula yan kapag walang enough or convenient communication. For example, ako, I only rely on the news that I'm getting from mainstream media, from mga bloggers. So kung yung nakikita ko online on my timeline, nakikita ko napapanood sa TV and radio. So, siguro kanina, for example, I asked around, paano ba magkaroon ng access dito sa House of Representatives? Paano po makasama na ma-invite as part of the media? Ganon. So, na-mention ko kay Congressman Barber, sabi ko, I've tried replying to the email, yung mga email po na nag-invite sa akin dito, pero walang sumasagot. So, twice na po ako nag-email, nag-reply ako, pero walang answer. So, kaya nga, I appreciate na binigyan ako ni Congressman Barbers ng email address para direct na sa kanya. So, siguro, ganun nga po. Ang nagmumula po kasi yung fake news kapag kulang yung information na nakukuha namin. So, ang nangyayari, kasi po ang balita, ang nilalabas po namin, sometimes, unahan po yan eh. Kapag kayo ang nauna, kayo ang babasahin, syempre, kayo ang papanoorin. Pero pag kayo nahuli, kung napanood na nila o nabasa na nila from another media, wala ka na. Hindi ka na babasahin, hindi ka na pupunta ng iyong followers dahil nabasa o napanood na nila. So, kung gawin nyo ng mas magandang communication channel, so every time kasi ang ginagawa ko ganon. For example, pag meron kaming problem sa LGU ng Pasig, taga Pasig po kasi ako, so I communicate directly with the VP, the mayor, and binibigyan naman nila ako ng access para mas madali ko sila makontak. So, ganun din po sa mga government officials kasi, for example, I get invitation from government agencies. Na-invite po ako sa DOST, DOT, DepEd. So, pag may mga events sila, may mga press releases sila, we get it. Pero yung hindi naman po lahat, hindi po lahat nagbibigay ng ganong convenience na magbigay ng information sa amin para we can properly disseminate yung mga information na tama. And it's not very easy to, for example, meron kaming tanong, ang hirap, walang sumasagot po eh. So, wala kaming choice kundi maglabas lang ng news na kahit incomplete. So, yung nga po yung sanang gusto ko i-share na mas maganda, bigyan niyo po ng open communication, mas magandang communication channel. Yun lang po.
Thank you. The next is Attorney Claire Castro.
Yes, thank you, Your Honors.
You have the floor, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Your Honors. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to the Honorable Chairman, to the Honorable Committee Chairman of Public Order and Safety, and to the Committee on Information and Communication Technology, and Committee Chair on Public Information. I love to vlog because I want to impart knowledge, I want to impart the truth, and I love to talk, and I love to communicate. But my main source of income is being a trial lawyer. But anyway, vlogging and podcasting is one of the tools to inform, misinform, or disinform. And this is the very main issue why we are here today to discuss its usefulness and destructiveness. Like in the Smirnoff drops of advice, dance freely, drink responsibly. So let's just enjoy the social media platforms freely, but use them responsibly. Otherwise, they may cause tremendous damage. And when it becomes destructive because it was used and abused by so-called fake news bloggers or irresponsible vloggers, diyan tayo magkakaproblema about the state of having a healthy and balanced relationship with technology, encompassing the mental, emotional, physical impact of digital devices and online activities on an individual. Affected na masyado ang disposition mo sa bahay at sa buhay. At may mga nagpapakamatay dahil sa mga fake news na ito. Just like KBP or Kapisanan ng Broadcasters ng Pilipinas na nagde-regulate sa mga broadcasters na may code of ethics na dapat sundin. Kung mayroong MTRCB na nagre-regulate regulating those being shown, exhibited, or aired over the radio, TV, and through movies, unlike in the social media, habang may internet ka, you can connect to the whole world in live stream with unlimited time, but without edit. Worldwide and reach kung sino-sinong may gadget. Ito ang tinatawag nating video on demand. Pwede kang manood kung kailan mo gusto at paulit-ulit, pwede mong i-share kahit kanino. There may be appropriate penalties according to our existing laws. And if a responsible individual or group of individuals continue continues unabated, it may now be necessary that additional laws be enacted to address the problems. For me, i-regulate kung kinakailangan pong i-regulate sapagkat ito ay through internet at worldwide ang scope. Anytime, anywhere, live stream without edit. Registration of vloggers is one of the key solutions to prevent troll army or fake accounts. Just like cars. If you have several cars, register them in your name. If you have several social media accounts, register them in your name. It might not be that easy. Pero pag gusto, may paraan. Pag ayaw, may dahilan. Biktima din po ako ng fake news at ng mga irresponsibleng vloggers dahil sa aking ginagawang content. YouTube accounts like mine, Batas with Attorney Claire Castro and Let's Clear It with Attorney Claire, madalas din nababash, lalo na ng mga panatiko sa ibang mga politiko. Mahirap habulin, especially kung hindi alam yung identity at walang mga mukha na nakikita sa kanilang channel or social media platforms. So, matuto at magkaroon na lang ng tamang pag-iisip sana at critical thinking ang hangad natin dito. Makapagbigay ng katotohanan para ito ay para din sa ikaw unlad ng bansa at ikaw ang unlad ng bawat Pilipino. Dahil kapag mali po ang inyong nasasagap na balita, hindi po tayo magkakaroon ng tamang desisyon. We are also reminding them to be patriotic and not a fanatic. Leaders come and go, but we only have one country to live and stay with our children and loved ones. Mahalin natin ang ating bansa dahil ito lang ang tanging yaman natin. Hindi tayo kakalingain ng ibang bansa. Handa na po ako sa magot kung kayo po ay may mga pagtatanong. Salamat po.